Hi, today we are going to continue our journey into open source large language models. In the last video, we had kind of understood what was the difference between open source models and closed source models. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can actually access open source models. This is actually a little tricky because there are a variety of different methods by which you can do so, requiring varying levels of coding and technical expertise as well as infrastructure levels. So it's important to understand which is the best method that works for you. Hi, this is Shelly and this is my YouTube channel AI Economics. I take complex concepts of artificial intelligence and try and decode them for their business implications and impact. If you are interested in this kind of content, please do go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Also hit the like button for this video. So, to the methods. How to access LLMs. There are a variety of different ways of accessing LLMs with varying levels of coding expertise and infrastructure requirements. I'm first listing out and giving a broad overview of about the 3 or 4 of the most common methods, and then I will do a deep dive on at least some of them, the more important ones. Okay, the first port of call, if you want to try an LLM, is to definitely go to the Hugging Face platform. This is an open source platform which is a repository of thousands of open and closed source large language models. They offer very user-friendly code notebooks and a lot of resources for utilizing these models. So this is definitely the place to start your journey into getting familiar and how to use these models. The second place where you can get large language models, and this is mainly more of an open source thing, is GitHub repositories or project repositories on GitHub. Here you can actually download all the artifacts that I discussed for models that have been open sourced. That's the code, the training data, the model card, which gives you all the details of the models, etc. The third place where you can get a lot of models is in the cloud platforms, which have all got a separate kind of application area for large language models. This includes GCP, or whether it's AWS, or whether it's Microsoft Azure. So again, I will talk about them in little more detail. But again, this is basically something where these platforms are typically things which strive to make LLMs user-friendly, integration user-friendly for enterprises, basically. And the last one is developer APIs. These APIs enable you to take large language models and embed them or integrate them with your applications, existing applications. So again, this is definitely a little higher on the technical expertise. So okay, how do you choose the right access method given your own situation? The best way to access an open source LLM depends on your technical background, your project requirements, and your desired level of customization. For beginners, start with Hugging Face, as I said, or pre-configured notebooks, or for a user-friendly experience. So this is the easiest way to go. Your notebooks are written. All you have to do is keep trying to run those notebooks and you will get some interesting applications. If you wish to experiment and you're a little more advanced, then consider cloud platforms or Hugging Face for convenient access and preloaded modules. For customization, now you're basically, again, this is more like enterprise. You want to explore the project repositories on GitHub for full code access and modification capabilities. This is definitely for the more technically skilled. If you're looking to integrate the application into your particular processes or some other application, then look for the developer APIs if you want to integrate them into your applications. This requires, again, serious programming expertise. So let's now deep dive into one of the most important platforms, which is Hugging Face. And if you're a newcomer or if you're even slightly more advanced in Python coding, this is an incredible resource which you must get to explore and understand. Now, the Hugging Face itself is an open source platform, which is a central hub for many other thousands of open source, open and closed source large language models. And it provides an extremely user friendly interface. They offer a vast collection of open source models from various developers, including pre-trained models, fine-tuned models for specific tasks, and code for running them. So everything is there, whether you want to actually run a fully pre-trained model, whether you want to fine-tune it for specific tasks, it can all be done on Hugging Face. The models hosted on Hugging Face can be either open sourced or closed source. If they're open source, everything about the model, including its weight, its codes, its architectures, and etc., is available on the platform, or there is a link to a GitHub repository. Examples of fully open source include the Bloom, which is the Hugging Face model itself, Falcon 180, T5. These are all examples of open source models. Certain models can also be closed source, in which case you may not get all the details pertaining to the model in the Hugging Face repository. The benefits of using this repository are huge. It's user friendly, it has an amazing community, extensive resources available, and a pre-configured environment for easy use. The only drawback, if at all, is that there is limited customization options for some of the models, and it may require a little bit of Python coding knowledge for more advanced usage. I've just provided a small screenshot of the Hugging Face library page, homepage, and as you can see, there's a lot of material available. On the left, you have lots of different types of models which can be asked for, such as multimodal and the kind of tasks they can do. Then you have all the various different tasks that can be done. And on the right side, you have a listing of the different models. So for example, I have highlighted the Databricks DBRX Instruct, which is one of the latest open source models available. You also have over here underneath the Mistral models, which are also extremely well known. So as you can see, this is a great repository, and as I've said, very easy to use. Project repositories at GitHub are another common way in which open source models in particular are provided to the general internet. Many open source have their own GitHub repositories on platforms such as GitHub. These repositories have code, they have the model weights, the model architecture, and all the various models. You can download them and then you modify them for your own particular requirements. The benefits of this methodology or this way of sharing the model is that it is you can code for carry out lots of customization and experimentation, and because there is detailed documentation and usage instructions available. A drawback is, however, that more technical expertise is required to run the LLM, and there may be complex dependencies and libraries and configurations that you might have to do. I've also included the link to the DBRX, which is the Databricks latest Databricks model, which has been open sourced, the GitHub repository. I've also included it in the comments in case you wish to access it. Okay, when an important application is launched, then can cloud platforms be far behind? All the cloud platforms such as GCP, Amazon, and Microsoft Azure offer pre-configured environments with powerful GPUs that can run specific open source and closed source large language models. The benefits of this is that this is a very convenient option and it's scalable. It offers all the benefits of the cloud because it's scalable. You can use it as much as you want and or as little as you want. It also includes preloaded models for easy experimentation. A drawback with all the cloud implementation is, one is of course it can, if you're planning to roll it out into production, it may get expensive, and secondly, there may be limited customization options compared to running locally. However, this is a popular option and all the cloud majors are offering many modules. So for example, Amazon Bedrock offers cloud, which is the Amazon suite of open large LLMs, offers cloud access to a suite of models such as AI 21's Jurassic 2 and Anthropic's Claude 2. GCP also has something called Model Garden, which is again offers a suite of different models, including its famous Lambda model, as well as the open source BERT and T5 models. And Microsoft, of course, Azure has gone with the OpenAI access to the OpenAI GPT-4 model. Finally, we come to the last one, which is developer APIs. Some companies do offer APIs. The foremost amongst them is the OpenAI API, which is well known, but certain open source models as well as closed source such as Anthropic's Claude, all of which offer APIs that allow developers to integrate the model functionalities into their applications. The major benefit of this method is that it integrates model capabilities into existing projects and allows more finely tuned use cases. The major drawback is, of course, that it requires programming expertise to interact with the API and specific authentication processes or usage limitations, etc. The ChatGPT API, for example, allows developers to integrate ChatGPT into their application products. This has been built very flexibly and, for example, allows the API for applications such as drafting documents, writing computer code, answering questions about knowledge base, analyzing text, giving software a natural language interface, translating languages, or simulating characters in a game. So there's a huge range of applications, and in fact more are possible as you customize. I hope you liked this video about the ways to access different ways to access large language models, and I hope it made you realize all the different options that are available. One knows about these things a little vaguely, but maybe, it's good to have it all spelled out so that one can take an informed decision. Please hit the like button for this video as it helps with the algorithm, and also please subscribe to my channel AI Economics and hit the bell icon to be notified about new videos. See you in my next one, where I will continue the open source journey.